Our lives are constituted by universal laws, seemingly invisible laws that affect all aspects of existence. From dawn to dusk, from changing seasons to lunar cycles, from tides to heartbeats, these laws shape the functioning of the universe we live in. Among them, there is one particular law that is rarely discussed, but which has extraordinary potential to shape our reality, our destiny, and influence our spiritual and personal development. It is a universal law so powerful and transformative that transcends the bounds of space and time. A law that, when understood and applied, can unveil the secrets of the universe and open doors to a new level of spiritual and personal evolution. It may sound crazy, but it's pure reality. This law actually exists. It is an invisible force that permeates all creation, waiting to be discovered and embraced by those who seek a deeper understanding of the purpose and nature of life. So I ask you, have you ever stopped to deeply reflect on the laws that govern the universe? Have you ever wondered about the meaning behind the experiences that shape your journey? Today, we will embark on a journey of exploration and self-discovery, but a journey that invites us to go beyond the obvious, to transcend the boundaries of the known, and to enter into the mysteries of a universal law that, despite its immeasurable power, remains full of mystery and silence. Let's unravel the secrets of this hidden law and discover the transformative potential it holds for those who know it. So, what exactly is this mysterious law? At its purest essence, it is known as the law of assumption. This universal law, although less discussed than its more popular counterparts such as the law of attraction, is an equally powerful and influential force. It proposes that everything we desire and aspire to is already part of our reality, just waiting to be recognized and manifested. Imagine you're in a dark room, desperately searching for a valuable object. You look for it in every corner, moving furniture and rummaging through drawers, but to no avail. Then, someone turns on the light and suddenly, there is the object, right before your eyes. It has always been there, just waiting to be found. That's the essence of the law of assumption. This universal law reminds us that our desires, dreams, and aspirations are not beyond our reach, but within ourselves, waiting to be recognized and manifested. It invites us to abandon the scarcity mindset and embrace the abundance that is already present in our lives. However, despite its profound relevance and transformative power, the law of assumption is often neglected and underestimated. But why? I believe the answer may lie in the complexity and subtlety of this universal law. While other laws, like the law of gravity, are easily observable and measurable in our physical world, the law of assumption operates at a more subtle level, often escaping our conscious perception. Our modern society often teaches us to doubt ourselves and our abilities. We are conditioned to believe that success and happiness are always beyond our reach, reserved only for the lucky or privileged. This scarcity mindset can obscure our ability to recognize and manifest the infinite possibilities that surround us. But understanding the law of assumption truly makes us realize that we are the co-creators of our own reality. Because when we recognize and accept that everything we desire is already within us, we begin to truly manifest our deepest dreams and create the life we truly desire. The law of assumption has the potential to free us from the chains of doubt and fear, empowering us to take control of our lives and create our destiny with confidence and determination. The law of attraction has gained prominence in recent years due to popular works, such as the book The Secret, which presented it as a means of manifesting our desires through the power of positive thinking and visualization. In essence, the law of attraction teaches that similar attracts similar. This means that our thoughts and feelings emit a vibrational energy that attracts events, circumstances, and people of a similar vibration into our lives. In other words, what we focus on and energize with our minds tends to manifest in our physical reality. But it is important to distinguish the law of attraction from the law of assumption. While the law of attraction focuses on attracting to us what we desire, the law of assumption goes further, affirming that everything we desire and aspire to is already part of our internal reality. That is, instead of attracting something external to us, the law of assumption invites us to recognize and manifest what already exists within ourselves. This difference is very important because it fundamentally changes the way we deal with our desires and aspirations. While the law of attraction may lead us to tirelessly seek something outside of ourselves, the law of assumption reminds us that the true source of power and fulfillment lies within our own hearts and minds. But I'm not saying that one is more important than the other. Each is as important as the other, so it is important to learn about both universal laws, especially when it comes to manifesting the reality we desire. Now let's turn our attention to the unique and powerful points of the law of assumption. One of the most remarkable characteristics of this law is its simplicity and accessibility. Unlike some universal laws that may seem abstract or difficult to understand, the law of assumption is direct and easy to apply in our daily lives. The law of assumption involves adopting a mindset of abundance and trust in our internal capacities and resources. Because when we recognize that everything we desire is already within us, we can release the need to seek outside of ourselves for validation or fulfillment. This allows us to live with more authenticity and integrity, aligning our actions with our true desires and purposes. Manifesting what already exists within us means living a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. To truly understand the depth and essence of the law of assumption, it is essential to delve into its historical and philosophical origins, as well as analyze the theoretical foundations that support its effectiveness. The history of the law of assumption dates back to ancient times, when sages and philosophers from various spiritual traditions began to recognize the power of the human mind to change reality. Ancient civilizations such as the ancient Egyptians and Greeks developed similar concepts, believing that a person's thoughts and beliefs could influence the course of their life. Over the centuries, this understanding was refined and developed by philosophers, thinkers, and spiritual masters from different cultures and traditions. In the East, for example, masters like Buddha and Lao Tzu taught similar principles of manifestation and conscious creation. In the West, philosophers like Plato and Aristotle explored the relationship between the mind and physical reality. But in modern times, the law of assumption began to receive the attention and recognition it deserves. With the emergence of the New Thought movement in the 19th century and the subsequent resurgence of interest in the power of the human mind, people began to rediscover and explore the underlying principles of the law of assumption. Today, the theoretical foundations of the law of assumption are widely studied and discussed in fields such as psychology, neuroscience, and quantum physics. Modern scientific research has confirmed the link between our thoughts and emotions and the world around us, providing an empirical basis for the principles of the law of assumption. For example, studies on neuroplasticity show how our thoughts and beliefs can physically reshape the brain, altering our perception and experience of reality. Similarly, experiments in quantum physics demonstrate the role of the observer in determining the behavior of subatomic particles, suggesting that consciousness plays a fundamental role in the creation of the universe. These modern scientific discoveries reflect ancient teachings about the nature of the mind and its relationship with the external world. They confirm the power of assumption and belief in the conscious creation of reality, offering a solid basis for understanding and applying the law of assumption in our lives. And when it comes to the law of assumption, it is impossible not to mention Neville Goddard, one of the most influential thinkers in the field of conscious creation and manifestation. Goddard devoted much of his life to the study and practice of universal laws, especially the law of assumption. Neville Goddard firmly believed that imagination was the key to realizing all our desires and aspirations, and that by assuming an inner assumption as true, it would manifest in our external reality. One of the things he emphasized most was the importance of assuming the mental state of already having what we desire, rather than passively waiting for it to come true. Through the law of assumption, our thoughts and imaginations create the reality around us, shaping our experiences and circumstances. So when we adopt an inner assumption as true, we are emitting an energetic vibration that attracts events, people, and circumstances aligned with that assumption into our lives. For example, if we want a new job, instead of simply visualizing it in our mind, we can assume the mental state of already being employed. This means feeling the emotions of gratitude and fulfillment that we would get from winning that job, acting as if we were already enjoying the benefits of that new position. Thus, the key to manifesting desires lies in our ability to assume the mental state of already having what we desire, rather than passively waiting for its realization. That's why faith and trust in the fulfillment of our desires are essential, as they create the right mental atmosphere for manifestation. In the physical world, the law of assumption operates through the principle of conscious creation. As I mentioned, our thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions emit an energetic vibration that interacts with the quantum field around us, influencing the manifestation of events, circumstances, and opportunities in our lives. If someone internally assumes the assumption of something, that belief will be reflected in their actions, attitudes, and behaviors. They may find themselves making decisions that lead them towards the assumption in question, attracting opportunities, and connecting with people who help them on their path. In the spiritual world, the law of assumption operates at a more subtle level, affecting our mental, emotional, and spiritual states. When we assume the assumption of being aligned with our true essence and purpose, we open space for the manifestation of inner peace, harmony, and spiritual growth in our lives. A practical example of this is when someone assumes the assumption of being in a state of gratitude and appreciation for everything they have in life. This mindset creates an atmosphere of abundance and prosperity, which manifests in experiences of gratitude, connection, and emotional well-being. It is a universal law that operates in all areas of our lives, including relationships, influencing the dynamics and quality of our interactions with others. If we assume the assumption of being loved and valued, it will be reflected in our relationships, attracting people who treat us with love, respect, and compassion. We can say then that belief is the foundation on which the law of assumption is based. Without a firm and unshakable belief in the fulfillment of our desires, our assumptions remain inert and unable to manifest in our reality. Belief acts as a driving force that energizes our assumptions and makes them powerful enough to affect matter and the universe around us. To strengthen our belief, it is essential to cultivate a mindset of confidence and certainty about the fulfillment of our desires. This can be achieved through the practice of creative visualization, in which we imagine ourselves experiencing and enjoying the desired results as if they are already a present reality. Furthermore, the use of positive affirmations and power statements can help reinforce our belief in the manifestation of our desires. When we regularly repeat affirmations that affirm the achievement of our goals, we are programming our subconscious mind to accept and believe these assumptions as true. For example, if you wish to find a new partner, you can repeat affirmations such as, "I am worthy of love," and deserve a happy and healthy relationship. Intention is another fundamental aspect in applying the law of assumption. It is the intention that directs our energy and focus towards the fulfillment of our desires, acting as a magnet that attracts circumstances and opportunities aligned with our assumptions. To strengthen our intention, it is important to clearly define our goals and desires, visualizing them with clarity and vivid details. The more specifically we define our intentions, the more powerful our ability to manifest them in our reality. The practice of meditation and guided visualization also helps strengthen our intention, providing an inner space to connect with our deepest desires and align our energy with their realization. The practical application of the principles of the law of assumption begins with awareness and clarity regarding our deepest desires and aspirations. By clearly identifying what we wish to manifest in our lives, we can begin to internally assume the assumption that these desires are already a present reality. To change reality, it is essential to work on our mindset and mental state, cultivating an unshakable belief in the fulfillment of our desires. This requires consistent practices of creative visualization, positive affirmations, and power statements that reinforce our confidence in the manifestation of our goals. We must be open and receptive to the opportunities and synchronicities that arise in our path, recognizing that the universe is constantly conspiring in our favor to manifest our deepest desires. But I want you to know that the law of assumption is not limited to the manifestation of material desires or mundane goals. It also has a profound impact on our spiritual growth and inner journey. By internally assuming the assumption of our true spiritual nature and connecting with our higher self, we open ourselves to a profound and lasting transformation in all aspects of our lives. Spiritual growth occurs when we become aware of the presence of the divine within us and strive to cultivate a deeper connection with this source of wisdom and unconditional love. As we delve into our own consciousness and explore the depths of our psyche, we become more aware of our thought patterns, limiting beliefs, and repressed emotions that may be hindering us from manifesting our deepest desires. That's why I emphasize the practice of self-reflection so much, which allows us to examine our thoughts and behaviors objectively and impartially, identifying areas of our lives where we may be sabotaging our own progress or blocking the manifestation of our desires. When we bring light to the darkness of our unconscious, we can release negative patterns and replace them with new assumptions and beliefs that empower us to create the life we truly desire. Self-awareness helps us cultivate a deeper connection with our intuition and inner guidance, allowing us to discern clearly the steps we must take to manifest our desires with greater ease and fluidity. The more we know and understand ourselves, the more aligned we are with the truth of who we really are and with the natural flow of the universe around us. So, remember, this is a universal law that involves not only the manifestation of our desires, but also the realization of our spiritual growth and self-awareness. And that is what unlocks our unlimited potential and creates a life of meaning, purpose, and true fulfillment. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.